Interesting. What the heck did I just see? Wow. That is insane. I'm sorry, that's crazy. That is crazy. That is some glitchy looking stuff right there. Alrighty, greetings there, all of my Chun Li warriors. Welcome back to another Sage's Dojo session. Well, technically, we're not gonna be in the forefront of Ginbu Temple today. So this isn't going to be mechanical training, so to speak. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing another replay analysis. At the request of one of our Chun Li warriors, they mentioned an anomalous Chun Li player that goes by the CFN of Chun Li Forever. I recall seeing this individual in the Battle Hub, but I've never seen them actually fight or fought them myself. But it was mentioned that this person has a 80+% win percent rate at all times, and I was actually able to check it out, and I was quite astonished. This person, last I checked, had about a win percentage of about 90%. Last I checked. The thing that's crazy about that is that I have fought legend players or legend level players, and they don't even have a 90% win rate. So it will be very interesting to see what's going on here. Whatever the cause of that is, I will leave that to all of you to decide how the win rate of this player is so high. But what we're gonna try to do here is take an objective look at this player's gameplay at the request of one of our Chun Li warriors. Now, picking between these is going to be difficult because this player pretty much rarely loses. Now, there are a few games that were lost here against Marissa. Okay, a little bit of back and forth. So you see, we're just scrolling through a large list of different players here. This player wins an astronomically large number of the games that they play, as we can see. Just so that you can get a little bit of a scope of what we're dealing with. And these are a lot of different replays here. There are a few losses against a DJ player. So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to pick some. I want to try to stay around the area where there are actually losses, so we can try to do a balance view. But let's go ahead and first let's take a look at a game that this player played against a Terry player. We're just kind of picking random here. I don't know what's going to happen at all. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got here.
Come on, get ready.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
All right, the Terry's jumping. Chun Li jumps and gets grabbed. Terry's rushing in, pressure up. She reverses the pressure. That was a really good read. He saw the ground fireball coming and jumped in and proceeded to knock Terry down. Now, keep in mind that, as I stated before in the replay analysis, when we're talking about this and we're analyzing these things from a critical standpoint, so to speak, this is not from a standpoint of, oh, this player messed up or they failed something. This is just trying to objectively see what in that situation would have been probably the best thing to do. Like I said, this would apply for me as well, right? Or anybody that might be doing a replay analysis, because when you're in the middle of a fight, things are different. It's a lot easier when we can sit here and spectate, right? We're not under the pressure. We can just completely watch what is happening, so we can see things a little bit better, right? So just to keep that in mind, right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to rewind this, so we're going to replay it again. So what I would have liked to see here is now Chun Li. I'm not a big fan of spending meter with Chun Li, but something that has to be done with this character is you want to try to get them to the corner as best as you can. So what this player probably should have done here in this specific situation is I'm going to go ahead and rewind just a little bit more. And I think it's coming up here. Yeah. So I'm going to switch to Chun Li Forever here. This is more something that would have been probably, because it would have got them a little bit closer to the corner, right? Especially if he will see, he's pretty much in the corner. He's a lot closer to the corner than what the alternative would have been. You could also do something like this as well. Let's go ahead and try that again. There we go. Something like that too. That actually puts them even closer in the corner. So it costs a little bit of meter to do so, but you want to try to get them in the corner as much as possible. So let's go ahead and enter player control here. A good Oki setup, goes for the grab. That was a risky option. Luckily, he didn't get punished for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at that again. It was an interesting punish, but I think what we were trying to do here was preserve the meter. So that's probably a good call. We're not trying to put ourselves in burnout because you can get snowballed if your opponent gets you in a burnout state with Chun Li, right? So let's go for the safe jump. Yeah. Clean stuff. All right, moving on to the next round here. Fortunately, he's able to get the jump in. Hey, I people jump on me all the time. As a Chun Li player, you know how it is, right? Now, obviously, yes, we will want to anti-air here, ideally, but it's hard to anti-air. Yeah, as you see, a Chun Li player with a 90% win rate got jumped on. So that if that doesn't show you how hard it is to anti-air with this character, I don't know what will. Good reversal. That was clean. I don't see a lot of Chun Li players doing this because it does take some execution. But this right here, the counter hit, because of course if you land this counter hit jab, this is probably one of the perfect places to do it. If you think your opponent's going to press, you do this, and then you go into the crouch medium kick into spinning bird kick. Now this is tough. It takes some training. I did a metric ton of training in order to be able to do this consistently. But it gives you a lot of value in order to help equate some of the BS that you're going to be dealing with these other characters. Right? And then he pump fakes. There, he doesn't fall for it though. Interesting. Caught with the sweep. This player almost reminds me of myself, using stance and neutral as a defensive positioning. Yep. Fortunately, he got caught with the drive impact. He was probably waiting for Chun to do that. Fortunately, that was a big whiff on the drive impact. Just by a little bit. Running Oki. That was a good anti-air. Good catch. Now, I'm curious. Now, Johnny, I remember this on your replay analysis. Johnny, if you're watching this, enlighten me on why Chun players do this. Is it just to try to catch the read on the crouching medium kicks? Or is there something, because there might be a method of thinking when it comes to this move that I'm not aware of, and I would love to know what it is. Because I noticed that you do this a lot as well, right? So, but yeah, if you are able to answer that, that would be great. Caught with the drive impact. Unfortunately, we dropped that there, but we went for it again. Let me see what happened there again. Interesting. Okay, that's actually a combo a situation that I'm not really aware of doing. But then again, I don't use drive impact, so I can't be aware of that. I have to remember that. That was a very clean combo. Well played on our friend Chun Li Forever's part here. All right, now if for the sake of balance, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at a loss. Seeing as one of the losses with Kimberly, I could pretty much guarantee what's going to happen here. This Kimberly player kind of probably went ballistic, and she is extremely difficult to deal with once she gets rolling and the person knows what they're doing. So let's take a look though.
Wishing on the scene. I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
We're starting out with the crackhead moves. It's just the EX run immediately. Air to air, anti-air. Unfortunately, that shimmy caught our friend off guard here, caused them to whiff their jump in. Back in the corner. Get reversal.
Not good enough.
Get punish of the parry. Very good confirming. Chun Li Forever is very good at being able to follow what to do next off of their conversions. Good answer. Very good Sensho. Very good anti-matchup there. No, I rarely see Kimberly players do this in Master Rank. It's very interesting, but that was still a very good counter. Especially considering that they don't do it very often. They had a pretty hefty set, so maybe this player showed their hand using that a lot. But so it is possible, but it could just be that our friend here has exceptional matchup knowledge. It was a good maneuver regardless. Right, in the corner. And I don't know how you were able to grab Kimberly while she was backing up. Especially with Chun Li's grab range being slightly reduced. But looks like we have the advantage here. Fortunately, Kimberly was able to fight her way out of the corner. Now you have to deal with the Oki. He doesn't go for anything. He has a good anti-air. Now I'm just looking at the inputs to see. That was a very effortless Tensho. There is very little mashing there. I normally have to kind of hammer down in order to get it in that type of situation. So. Good offense on Kimberly's part. Mix-ups. The tragic Chun Li being unable to jump. But you kind of have to do it. Capcom, please help. Please. Alright, let's go ahead into the final round here. See what we get. That was a good clip. Clipped with the low. And we're going to the corner. We're going into the... Oh, we're going straight into a drive impact. We like to live dangerously. I like it. Fortunately, friend did get blown up for that, but it's okay. Good reversal. Kimberly's going ballistic right now. Looks like it's there. That's a wrap. Unfortunately. It's difficult to deal with that character's offense. But either way it goes, well played. So, in that particular game, that was pretty well played. I can't really state anything like it's because when you have somebody slamming buttons in your face, you have to be able to get a read on what they're going to do. You are guessing in that situation. So it's hard to say if they're like when somebody has you in that situation, it's really hard to be able to tell if a mistake is being made because you have to guess. You don't know what your opponent is going to do, especially when you get to master rank, right? Unless you're fighting somebody that's obvious or they're just flowcharting, autopiloting. It's pretty difficult to be able to tell what's going to happen. So I can't really say that was a mistake. The closest thing probably to a quote unquote mistake here would have been the After doing the head stomps in the air, instead of going for standard Oki, our friend here went for drive impact, which was an interesting choice. But maybe he just had the hard read on Kimberly there. But unfortunately, as you can see, that didn't turn out too well. But well played either way it goes. Let's go ahead and take a look at a game which you won against the Kimberly. Same opponent. Interesting clan name there, Bushin Baddies.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, because we caught him with the crouch medium kick again, so our Kimberly friend here does not like to watch their ankles. Gets the jump in, but doesn't convert. Get reversal. Going and being close to burnout is just a curse of playing as Chun Li, unfortunately, as we can see. Good neutral jumps, keep making her guess. Very quick on stopping those drive rushes. That's something that I can't really do too well. And just immediately catching somebody doing a fake drive rush and just stopping it with the reversal. By the time I realized that they did it, I'm already being comboed, unfortunately. So this Chun Li player is very aware of what's happening. Very nice. That was kind of a tough situation for Kimberly to be in. You don't know if you have enough health to take it, and if you jump, you're getting anti-air. So it's get anti-air. I like how adaptable Chun Li forever is with the anti-airs. You might get caught with a Tensho, and if Tensho isn't primed, you might just get caught with a 5 medium hit. Medium hit. So. Get pressure on the Kimberly spark. Bad read, but unfortunately Kimberly makes a boo-boo there and starts to get comboed here. Good mix-up.
Not good enough.
Very good good reads on Chun Li Forever's part here. Man, if I could read people like this. I can't get people to fall for anything that I'm doing. I have to bludgeon my way through with brute force. I can't trick people into making mistakes like that. So very good there. That was definitely a very good match. It was very handily won. Yeah, just played very well. Made very good reads on the Kimberly. Let's go ahead and see if we can find another one where our friend took an L here. It's hard to find that, as we can see. DJ. Let's take a look at this. Let's see if it's one of those cuckoo DJ players that loves to dance to and fro and neutral. Those are very annoying players to deal with.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Instant drive rush. We're dealing with a crackhead here. Friend keeps their composure and backs up. Good catch. Now, this is probably the better choice to do because they were a little bit lower on meter and they weren't going to get their opponent to the corner anyway, so this was probably better to just not spin the meter, to be honest with you. Good catch. That's very interesting, catching him out of that like that. That is insane. I'm sorry, I need to see. I'm trying to assess if this was a hard read or what happened here. Okay. I think that our friend here has exceptional either reaction speed and or matchup knowledge, because I would never even think to catch a DJ out of a fake out like this. Maybe it was a fluke, but it was still really freaking cool. DJ's doing his bullcrap. Yep. hmm This is a good DJ player. I can already tell most DJ players are don't do all this stuff. Tried to go for an anti-air, unfortunately got hit. That's how it is. Fortunately, we can't jump against DJ or Guile. I mean, I know we kind of want to because it's because we want their mental stack, but DJ and Guile do not have a mental stack at all. And like I said, this is coming from somebody that does jump against these characters. Like I said, when we're looking at this stuff, it's not that, oh, this player messed that up and I wouldn't mess that up type of thing. That's not what it is. It's just looking at it kind of objectively, right? I still catch myself jumping against Guile and DJ, right? But truth be told, it's like you can't. These are characters that you can't jump against because you're pretty much fighting a modern player if they have their charge. So we definitely want to be careful with that. Unfortunately caught with the DI. VJ makes. Oh no, we didn't convert. No, let me see. It could be anything. It could be. It could be a little hiccup, or what most likely happened is probably a slight difference in the. There's probably a slight difference in the connection, and this freaking super is so fickle, man. It's a fickle super.
You're something else.
Interesting. I'm sorry, I have to record that. That's gonna be something that might be the thumbnail for our session here. But let's continue. Get conversion off of the fireball pressure. The drive impacts are on point. Now, you know me, I'm not a fan of drive impact. I don't really care too much to use it, but Chun Li forever seems to know just when they can throw it out without it being countered. So, and we have ourselves a perfect. That was a clean round. Yep. Instant overhead after the head stomps. Yep.
I did it!
Fortunately, got caught by the DJ nonsense. Is what it is. What's all that could have been done here is sometimes like it's fun to do this stuff. But when you start the round, it's probably a good, especially if you're serious about trying to win. It's probably a good idea to start the round and just kind of just do nothing. Just try to see what happens, right? Because this is an unfortunate situation where you're gonna get punished because you're in an animation. Yeah, that's you have to, well, jumping out of the corner. That's a situation where that was a good thing to do. But you can, as you can see, what I said earlier, these DJ and Guy are going to hit you out of there. Jumping out of the corner was a good idea. That was the right move. Dropped our meaty setup, unfortunately. It's okay. Drive impact. And DJ goofs there and burns themselves out after nothing. But you didn't realize how much meter they have. Watching Chun Li forever is almost like watching myself play, except she seems to be able to catch on to what's happening a lot faster, right? So that was a good game. Fortunately, DJ was able to take it. Got a few drive impacts through there without it being countered. Also was able to catch our Kokokins a few times. So let's take a look at one in which you beat the DJ player. I'm pretty sure this was a victory, right? I hope it was. If not, it's okay. I'll do another one.
Showtime, baby. Round one. Fight. Slash. Come on.
But it's a little bit safer to jump against Guile and DJ when they're not crouching. Unfortunately, DJ got bamboozled by the head stomp cross up. Oh man, really landing these DIs. Nobody's countering them.
Round 2. Fight.
I could never get away with that, even if I wanted to. All right, let's see. That was an unfortunate misread of their positioning. Not the bamboozle. Getting switching them into the corner instead. Pressure off the Kokoken, nice. A lot of DIs going unpunished on both sides. Oh, whoops. I think what happened there is probably something that happens to me. You have a brain fart on what you want to do, and then by the time you decide, it's too late. That's most likely what happened there. Very clean conversion, and that's a round right there. That's a match.
Chun Li wins.
Very well played there. Yeah, now only thing I can say is like on both sides, no DIs are being stopped, but I can't stop DI to save my life. So what can I say really? All right, let's take a look at maybe two more. Let's take a look at let's go down further. Let's see one of which you lose to Rue. Good old Rue. Good old top tier.
Let us begin.
I'm gonna take a guess and say Shogeki to death, but let's see. We're dealing with a serious Rue player. We can tell by their movement. You can really tell a player's caliber more often than not by their movement. See how he's moving forward just a little bit and then blocking. Very little exposure to being caught by something. Right. Nice clutching that Hadouken startup. He gets slapped in the face. Fortunately, we're in the corner. We got to get out. That was a very good shimmy on Ryu's part. Yeah, we're dealing with a tough Ryu player here. You can already tell. Good getting out of the corner. He says no. Screw all that. Oh wow, good whiff punish. That was good. Oh my goodness. People are whiffing and getting punished today. Unfortunately, us doing a Kokoken point blank was dangerous. This is something where sometimes it happens when you're in the heat of the moment. And it's also possible that what our friend was trying to do here, they might have been trying to step forward and do a move, and unfortunately they were charging for too long, so they got a Kokoken. But just for those viewing in this type of situation, you have to be mindful of your Kokoken range, because if your opponent is is in range for drive, impact, or jumping, you can get blown up for it. Which is unfortunately what happens here. It looks like Ryu was waiting for something, and it looks like he took the round here. He didn't convert into game over for some reason. That's strange. He had the meter to do it. It's okay. Heading to the next round. Good anti-air, Ryu's part. He's buffering. Throw break. Very good anti-air on a Henshu. Go with a sharp Ryu here. It's going to be tough. Very nice. Interesting, into a sweep too. That must have been one heck of a read. Especially since he was parrying. Yeah, nobody is countering DI. I don't know what's going on with that. Very, very nice combo to end the round.
Now you understand.
Our friend Chun Li Forever is very sharp here. Very, very little dropping of any setups. Despite my immensely extensive training, I have to say I think Chun Li Forever has me beat when it comes to the consistency of their combo structure and their offense. I probably drop something like literally every game. Literally every game that I play. Doesn't matter what rank the opponent is. Very nice dirty reset there. Take a look at that again. But in fact, that's something that I do a lot. It's just kind of something that you just kind of do with Chun Li because you're trying to see if they're going to press and catch them with the heavy lightning legs. But unfortunately, we're point blank in Ryu's face, so he gets to do a strike throw mix, which is what he does here. Luckily, as we're not in the corner, and he doesn't have a lot of meter, so he can't really convert too much off of it. Go for the anti-air. Fortunately, he's able to just barely avoid it. Super damaging combo, and you're going into burnout, and we're in a bad situation. He gets hit by the Henshu. Nice. Yep. Get him! Oh no! It looks like he was able to block it. Yeah. Yeah, you have some players that they just don't fall for the falling crane stuff, unfortunately. Good game there. Alright, and we're gonna take a look at one more for right now. We're gonna take a look at another Ryu match. One in which you won. We're gonna take a look at this one here. You won most of your games against this player, which is saying something because that is a tough Ryu player. This player is not a slouch. Even though they only have 1447 points, they're playing definitely somewhere higher than high master level. Good parry. I don't think we could have took him to the corner. Well, yeah, I think we could have got Ryu to the corner. I think I'm gonna test it. This might not be true, but I'm gonna test it. Let's try both of these methods. Yeah, we could have got Ryu to the corner there. That's what I thought. That's okay though. Like I said, when I'm playing, I don't always do the optimal conversions too. Sometimes you get caught in the storm of the fight, especially with Chun Li. When you're playing Chun Li, your mental is being anchored down. So it's very easy to miss certain things that you don't want to do because it just takes so much effort to wield this character. Good instant headstones and the instant overhead there. Nice. And we're done. Not a good read there. Alright. Okay. Oh no. It's unfortunate. Very good corner switch. Ryu's trying to fight his way out. Don't let him do it. He's gonna jump. I can feel it. Oh, there it is. Wow, that good punish. Good punish. That was a close one. Yeah, I think we looked at enough games here. Very good stuff. Our friend here is very sharp. Now, as for the, like I said, I'm gonna let you decide why that win percentage is so high. But they're no slouch. Hey, High Master Rashid here, and we won all of them as well. I'm gonna take a look at one more. Let's take a look at our time and see if we're good on time. Yeah, we're good on time. I'll take a look at one more. I'm interested in seeing this.
Welcome to the stream.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight. Oh yeah. Mix up. Coming in. Cheer up. Mix up.
She's going crazy. Good defense. Good conversion. Fortunately, we're in burnout, but if you could keep him in the corner, you should be good. Your meter's almost back, so you should be good. Yeah, I think our friend here has very good matchup knowledge and or very good reaction speed, because you're able to make the read that you could grab him here. I would have 100% gotten like just completely destroyed by all of this mess. I'm gonna be honest with you. All this stuff Rashid is doing here, I have no idea where the holes are at. Yeah, you knew exactly how to counter that. So. Interesting. What the heck did I just see? Wow. That is insane. I'm sorry. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is some glitchy looking stuff right there.
Don't underestimate me.
Round two. Fight.
They're catching the ankles there. That was a good read, and that's game. Our friend Chun Li forever here has good defense as well. For a lot of that stuff that happens, I would have gotten blown up for it. I usually can't register what the heck is happening. We've even seen in some of the earlier matches we looked at. Our friend Chun Li forever here was able to check every fake drive rush that somebody tried to do off of a stand. That Kimberly player, when she tried to do standing medium kick into drive rush, that was fake, and she got called out for it every time. People get away with that stuff against me all the time because I just realized that they're doing it way too slowly, unfortunately, despite training. So yeah, we're dealing with a Chun Li player here that is definitely solid. They very consistent. Almost never drops anything, and also very good defense and matchup knowledge too, from what I have seen there. So yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it's a fluke. Like I said, fortunately, we never get to actually see any fights against Grandmasters or Ultimate Masters or anything like that to really see, to test things out. But yeah, we're dealing with a player that really knows their stuff here. I have to give our friend a bit of credit. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for tuning into this replay analysis. Shout out to Chun Li Forever. Good stuff here. You seem to be a very efficient kung fu warrior. Definitely a bit of an anomaly. It's very hard to see a Chun Li player that's consistent. That's not like Moki or Goichi or something like that, right? Very consistent combo structures and things of that nature. It looks like you do have some battles here against a Grandmaster Chun Li player. Do we have time for another one? Let me take a look here because this is what we're looking for, right? This is it's Chun Li versus Chun Li. We're gonna take a look at two more here, and then that's gonna be it. We're gonna take a look at the one where you lost, and as we can see here, our friend Chun Li forever won the greater set. So, but we're gonna take a look at one where you lost, and then the ones where you won.
Ready? Then show me. I'm not gonna lose.
I know I was supposed to end it there, but coming across this is like it's too good to pass up, right? Good. That was a good punch. Unfortunately, the follow-up whiff. Hopefully, Capcom makes it so the stance medium kick can combo off of a punish counter. And the Tensho kicks, fortunately that's how it is with Chun-Li. Tenshos will miss even if you wait until the last second on the cross-up. Man, this Chun-Li player is going absolutely ballistic right now. Fortunately that was a bit of a boo-boo, but that's in a burnout state. Good mix-up. Fortunately, we didn't follow up on it. That sucks. It could have been a muscle memory connection thing. That's the type of thing that happens to me all the time. If there's a slight change in a connection, you will just drop stuff for no reason, right? So. What did you hit? I don't know what attack you hit, but you clipped something. Unfortunately, we got bamboozled by the drive rush falling crane. Good parry, good corner switch. Yeah, that's getting punished. Unfortunately, no follow-up. I definitely, probably a connection thing. 100%. Okay. Slowly pushing to the corner. This player never ever does a raw jump. They always do lightning kicks. That's probably something I should take into account. Because her jump is really bad. Unfortunately, the stance light punch whiffs. He really got out of the corner and put us there. It's an unfortunate situation. We're not dead yet. So we still have a chance to come back for a final round. The corner switch, he gets his meter back, unfortunately. Oh, he falls for the drive impact. So that's pretty much lethal because our friend Chun Li forever does not drop, right? So. Very nice. Good read. Okay, it was, you didn't get punished. Okay. You pressed something. Because that was a safe jump setup. Which really catches the legs. Verbatim is, oh wow, that dropped somehow. You gotta love this game when you're picking this character when stuff just doesn't work for no reason. See that? You see that medium kick? Imagine if that actually, if you could get away with doing that. Imagine if that actually worked. Especially on punish counter. But you still convert it into more pressure. Very well done. Good anti-air. Unfortunately, our friend converts here. 319,000 LP. Jesus.
Chun Li wins.
All right, we're gonna take a look at one way in which you won, and then that's gonna be a wrap up for this one.
Ready? Then show me. I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Gotta act quick! Keep talking! Keep talking! Keep talking! Keep talking! Coming for you! Keep talking! Hazard! Like this! Keep talking! Gotta act quick! Keep talking! Like this!
Instead of the air legs, yep.
Coming for you!
Also the whip punish, fortunately doesn't work out too well. We mix it up. That's okay. That's an interesting meaty setup. I need to take note of that into the overhead.
Keep talking!
It's not something that I do enough. Good anti-air.
Like you can! Huh?
I don't use her overhead enough because I'm so used to people mashing. Good conversion. And take a look at that again. Fortunately, that's not going to be lethal, but it's still a good conversion. That was... Oh, never mind. I don't think that was a safe jump setup. We didn't do the double head stomps. Fortunately, that drop again. I know this player is very annoyed right now. That's unfortunate. I don't know why that maneuver is so fickle sometimes.
Round two. Fight.
Keep talking! Keep talking!
Creeping forward. Ooh, the dirty resets. I like it. Let me see that one more time. I have to download this tech. Okay, so we did the OD spinning bird kick into drive rush cancel jab, into the forward heavy kick, into stance low. That is crazy. Learning some interesting tech here. Good shimmy. And we're fighting for the final round. We already know who wins. Spoilers, but let's see what happens. Let's see how it works out. Good anti-air. Wow, same time. Jeez. Now here, probably wasn't necessary to spin that much meter. And that is a lot of damage. It is a lot of damage. But we probably could have got there without having to spin that much meter, right? It's okay. My friend is letting us get the meter back. And that's pretty much lethal. Just trying to take a look again to see follow how that happened exactly. Okay. He got caught jumping and whiffing. Yeah, good stuff here. Yeah, I think we get the point here. Like I said, that you won the greater set against this Grandmaster player, and it's Chun Li versus Chun Li, so there's no character disadvantage or anything like that. So for you two, let's see, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. You had 4 games against this person, and you won 3 out of the 4. That's really solid, right? So we're dealing with somebody that can easily handle Grandmaster level players, right? So I think that's what we need. Before there was nothing showing any Grandmasters or Ultimate Masters, but I think we have all the proof that we need here, and that we assume that we're dealing with a highly efficient Chun Li player here. So it's players like this that make this character look broken. I'm still an advocate that Chun Li is not a very strong character, but if you have a player that really knows what they're doing, they can still make her shine, as you can see here. So kudos to Chun Li forever here. I definitely have some tech to look into, and this is very inspirational. I'll be trying to take a look here to see if I can find some ways to help me with the whole reaction situation. Because unfortunately, my primary weakness with when playing this game in general, it's not just Chun Li, this game in general, is that it is very, very hard to deal with people slamming buttons in my face, especially characters like Ken and Cammy and things of that nature. So a lot of the times, people, when they get to rush me down, they have such an advantage. That's definitely the biggest hiccup for me. I think if I was able to deal with people pressuring 24/7, like highly aggressive players, I would definitely be able to get to Grandmaster without too many problems myself. Yeah, we're dealing with a very high caliber player. So, but thank you very much for taking a look at this replay analysis. Feel free to like the video if you like it, subscribe if you're willing, and you can also leave comments on your thoughts as well. This is going to be Sage Armageddon signing out. I hope you all have an awesome day. Take care.